My name is James Blackburn. I live and work in the American Southwest. As a result, I have the good fortune to be able to travel to a variety of beautiful locations. As a professional filmmaker, I document my life through video adventures and I share them with the world. Stay tuned as I travel through the world of movies and the beautiful outdoors. Thanks for watching the James Blackburn Experience.
Alright, good morning folks. It's a little after 6 a.m. Slept pretty good last night, but it was really cold this morning, so with the help of the hot coals that were still there, I went ahead and got another fire started to warm up, because as you can tell up on the upper mountain up there, the sun is just starting to rise, and it dipped down last night, colder than predicted, of course, like usual. Here we go, 36 degrees currently. That's pretty chilly. But not below freezing, thankfully. So we did okay there. And now I'm just getting warm by the campfire. Alright, beautiful sunny morning. Blue, clear skies. Sun's just peeking up on the top of the mountains. And it looks incredible.
The forest air was clean, and I breathed in the mountain freshness. I was feeling the beauty of this area take over my wild spirit. I felt the animal within start to awaken.
Alright, good howdy folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. What a great set of days we've had out here. Really awesome. But right now it's the last day and I'm having breakfast. Adventure meals with Mountain House here. Scrambled eggs with bacon. Now they do put a fair amount of bacon in here, but I like more bacon. So this morning I crisped up some bacon that I had that was pre-cooked. So good. Crisped it up over the fire. That was really nice. So I'm going to add that to that meal. And we're going to have ourselves a good old breakfast here. Alright folks, scrambled eggs with bacon. This is what it looks like when it's all rehydrated. I probably added a little bit too much water. It said 1 cup. I think I put it a little bit more than that. That's okay. I'll eat all that and drink all that because it's food and it's liquids and I need both. So now we're going to do some chowing. Alright, which one did you have for the morning? Is that a freeze-dried thing too? So you just put cold water in that one? No hot water? Oh, cool. Nice, that sounds good too. This was our last day here, and eventually we would get motivated to pack up our gear and start the long hike out to the trailhead. Okay, first thing I like to do when I'm breaking down is I have a little ground tarp that goes under this tent that's made for it. What I'll do is I will pull that out and off to the side, and I'll use the tarp to put all my gear on while I get it organized, cleaned, and put into the proper baggage. So there you go. That's the all that stuff and the tent have to go into here. Doesn't seem possible sometimes, but it is. All good things must come to an end, and this campsite was no exception. It was time to pack up the gear and move on to the adventures that today would undoubtedly yield. The sun rising in the sky was nice, and started to warm up the air around us. Shortly I would have all my gear packed up and ready to go. And I will say this, camping is a lot of work, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I absolutely love everything about camping, and plan to continue for years to come. Alright folks, time to put the gear into the pack. That's a fairly boring thing, so I'm not going to show it, but just know that all that goes into all that. As you can see folks, I got a lot of it packed up, still a little bit left. Still got to wrap up the tent and the rain fly. The reason why I wait till the end on those is they always get wet when you're out here, especially when it rains a couple times. So you really need to let them air out, have them in the sun to dry out. So right now, over here is where my tarp is drying in the sun. Let's go check it and see if it's ready. The reason why it's important to dry these things is you don't want to pack them away and then forget about it when you get home and leave it in the bag. because the next time you go camping, you'll have mildew on your tent, and that's pretty much kills the tent. So Dave's got his tent here out soaking up some sunshine as well, and over here are both of our tarps for our rain flies, also getting a lot of sunshine. So we're gonna go see if mine's dry yet. If it is, I'd like to pack it away. Dave will be back here for his in just a little bit. His is the orange one, mine's the gray and maroon over here. Looking pretty dry. You notice that I have it elevated off the grass a little bit, so to get some air underneath and won't stay wet. So I think we're looking pretty good here. All right, folks, everything fitting there like it always does. Got the pack ready to go. Magic vest I'll put on in a minute, hat I'll put on in a minute, and then we'll be ready to head on to the trailhead in just a little while. Wow, what an amazing day, really is. All right, what can I say, folks? Absolutely amazing time down here. We're still here. We're going to be leaving in a few minutes, so we've got a lot of hiking out to do and a lot of hiking up to do, but it's all part of the experience. I'm just very thankful and fortunate that I live in a state where I can go do stuff like this, a 2-hour drive from my house. It's absolutely blowing my mind, and every time I come out here, it never gets old. It just feels new, feels different. I mean, to be fair, this is a new and different place for me, but the experience also feels new and different, even though I backpacked a bunch of times. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to film a ton going out since we have to hike up quite a bit, but I'll get a few shots, and then I'll wrap up back at the trailhead. So appreciate it. Stay tuned. All right, folks, we're all packed up and ready to go. It was a great trip out here. I really enjoyed the entire thing. And now we're going to begin the journey out. So, as I always say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Here goes the single step.
The early morning air felt good as we traversed the landscape together.
All right, folks, here's another one of those natural springs that we saw on the way in. Dave decided this was a good place to stop, take off the packs, get a little rest. I'm going to go up to that water and get some on my face and cool off, because that looks really refreshing. Oh man, that feels good. All right, folks, this was it's a good little break spot. The cold water feels so good, so refreshing.
We all took a nice long rest as well as had some snacks and water. Shortly we'd be ready to continue our journey back to civilization and our families. As we continued to rest for the last hike out,
We all took in the beautiful views all around us. This had been an amazing trip. I was already planning out my next trip back here and I hadn't even left yet. But who knows? Maybe I'll be back sooner than later. I felt stronger this morning and had a good rhythm going as I hiked down the trail. I could feel my hiker legs coming alive in the early morning air. The hiking was rugged but rewarding. We continued onward as a team as the sun started to shine overhead. It was like I was in a dream that I never wanted to wake up from. I was still on the hike, but I was in the memory of the hike at the same time. What an unusual feeling. I couldn't help myself. I continued capturing video of everything. All around me was some beautiful landscape, and I wanted to take it all in while I was here. I love to capture nice moments and experiences, and then I have it documented and I can edit it down as a memory to share. This was a trip I would never forget.
All right, there you go. Iron Gate Campground, quarter mile. I'm going down that. Here's other trails in the area that you can explore, but this is the one I'm doing, which is right over here. Dave's already down ahead of me. Means we're probably 10 minutes from the trailhead in the vehicle, which is nice because I'm beat. It was a fun trip, but backpacking is tiring. It's a lot of work, especially when you're going to film a bunch of it. It's like twice the work. But I'm not complaining, just stating a fact. If you asked me to do it all over again, I'd say absolutely yes. When can we do it? Because this was a great trip. Really, really was. All right, made it out of the wilderness and back to the trailhead. Well, not quite to the trailhead yet, but I'm really, really close. Great experience, folks. I recommend coming out here for backpacking or for potentially just a day hike. It's a beautiful place. All right, now we're getting close. One last look at the sign. It says Pecos Wilderness Santa Fe National Forest. We did it. We made it back.
Thank you, sir.
Alright folks, back in the parking lot. Dave's truck. We did the hike out in about 2.5 hours, so it wasn't too bad. I'll check the mileage here in just a second, but alright, so the Garmin says 3.9 miles is what we hiked today. We thought it was closer to 3.5, but maybe it is closer to 4. But hey, we did it 2.5 hours. What a great trip. Alright folks, what can I say? That was a wonderful trip. Super relaxing, beautiful, birds, river. We got some rain, we had some warm sun throughout the days. I just can't complain, it was absolutely perfect. So we're gonna sign off here and wrap up the video after being out here for 4 days and say my usual. Love, love, hate, hate. Take care of each other. Yep. Zip. Boom. Haha. Back out. Appreciate it. Stay tuned. I'll be back. You think this is drinkable up here? At the top?
Yeah, I would think so. Coming out of the ground there.
Yeah. Nobody's peed in it yet. Yashkun papi.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Remember folks, life is beautiful if you know where to look. Keep your eyes, your heart, and your mind open. It just might lead you somewhere special.
Thank you for watching the James Blackburn Experience. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures.